So in this project or this model, there are two things you're going to learn. It's to use this tool here under tools, shell, and adding text. So those are the two newer things. The other things like fillet and extrude, you should be quite comfortable with now. Similar to previous models, this is two pieces. So you've got the coffee pot itself and the lid there. All right. So let's take a look at this first. So coffee pot is 180 tall. And because it's a square, it tells us it's a square. We're looking at the outside first because the coffee bottom part is the widest part. So it's 120 square with 180 length tall. So when we start a sketch, what I'm going to do, I think it's easiest for me, is I'm going to draw it at the bottom. So you see here, it says on top, but we're going to draw it from face down. And I'm going to just use the rectangle tool. I like the diagonal for this time as well. And it was 120, it says. So 120, enter. I'm going to zoom out, move along. And again, 120, enter. So if you can't move along again, I think it's you're holding shift, or if not, this will happen. You're holding shift to pan. That's what it's called, panning around. Okay. I'm quite happy on the keyboard. I'm going to click E. I'm going to click that square we just drew. And we're going to extrude that to 180 millimeters tall. 180, enter. So it's going to look like. Done. Right? There is a dot there, but you can just ignore that. There. So that's what it looks like just now. It has a fillet, so that rounded corner, and the outside one, it says R10. So I'm just going to click and hold shift, click and hold shift. I'm going to shuffle around, click and hold shift, the edges. And I'm going to, I just forgot to select that. I released shift, which is my bad. You have to hold down shift the entire time. And I'm going to pull out, and it's supposed to be R10, but right now it's R20. Just double click that. I'm just going to type in 10, enter. So now I've got that fillet all around, all four corners. Quite happy. I'm going to click away. Cool. How do we hollow it out? So if the inside is a square of 110, that means the walls, so these walls here, are 5 millimeter thick. So keep that in mind. So we're going to go and click tools. We're going to click shell. We're going to click the top. And here it tells me how thick would the walls be. 5. Okay. And now it's hollowed out. Every wall, their thickness is at 5. Done. Right. What's missing is that text here. It says coffee. So I'm going to start a sketch. I'm going to click this face. And I'm going to go into more. And it's going to click text. I'm going to write coffee. It gives a preview. I don't want Arial, maybe other fonts. I like this one, and I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to type in maybe 20. That's too big, maybe 15. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, and we can move this and try to move this to see where it fits. At the moment, I don't really mind where it sits, so I'm just going to put it right there. It looks about right. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as the drawing we see, and that would be there. I'm going to click highlight, so click and drag. So I'm just clicking and dragging. So that highlights all the text, and I'm going to click E on my keyboard, highlight all of it, deselect the O in the middle, and I'm just going to push that in a little bit. So -2. So I've got that coffee on there. Coffee body, I'm going to refer the body as the bottom part here, and that part as the lid. So we finished the body, and we're going to move on to the lid from happening. We're going to add here a construction plane, so a plane above that coffee pot. So I'm going to click the top of the coffee pot body, and I'm just going to move that up around 30. So that's a good amount of space for us to draw what we need to do. I'm going to click into that, and I'm going to go into more. It's not there. What we're going to do is we're going to click sketch, click that, and we're going to go into more, and you're going to click project sketch. So what project sketch does is it just copies the lines below. So I'm just going around clicking the inside first. Okay, I'm quite happy. The inside is done, and I'm going to extrude that. So I'm going to click extrude, and I'm going to go down the way, and I'm going to down by, and it says here 10, that bottom part there, 10. So I'm going to double click that, 10, enter. Quite happy. There it is. Now the only part I'm missing is that top part of the lid. I don't need to worry about the measurements here because I'm copying it from the one below, and it's the same measurements as we can see here. So I'm going to start a sketch on that gray construction plane again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click more, project, and I'm going to click the entire shape here. So I'm going to click the lines around there, and I've got that shape there. Same idea, I'm going to click E on my keyboard, extrude, and click that and middle and pull it up. So what that looks like is this, and it's not going up by 14, but it's going up by 10. So I'm going to type in 10, enter, and there we have it. That is the coffee pot. You can see that you can still see my plane. That's sitting right there. If you don't want that, you can go over here. This lists out all your items. I'm going to click that little eye to hide that there. So this is what you would call an exploded view, where things are opened, right? But it's positioned in a way where it shows you how it's put together as well. And you're going to go into visualization again, and what color that is, it's made out of wood, so you can scroll down or you can go into the drop down, click wood, and it'll bring you down to where the wood is, and I'm going to choose bamboo, and that would be my coffee pot there.